One of the primary responsibilities of our federal government is to secure our national defense, as it is in local municipal government. Public safety, police and fire services are the #1 priority of a city. We're also, whether we like it or not, we are the leader of the free world, and we do need to take that responsibility seriously, as well as defend our interests, our national interests around the world. However, having said that, I think we need to reevaluate the way we do these things. I mean, it is crazy to me that we will borrow hundreds of millions of dollars from China, because China is our single largest creditor in the United States. That's who we borrow that $1.4 trillion, or at least a very large portion of it. So think about it. We're going to borrow all this money from China, and then we'll give hundreds of millions of dollars to this country in the Middle East, and that country over there, and that country over there, and that's not money we have. I mean, does anybody think that makes any sense at all, to borrow money from China, be in debt with them, and then hand it to a foreign country, and many of those countries hate our guts? I think that's crazy. So clearly, yes, we need to secure our borders. Yes, we need to have good national defense. Yes, we need to protect our interests. But we need to do it in a very different way than the way we've been doing it in the last 50 years. We need to be a little more creative. I think we need to think outside the box. When you talk about under what circumstances would I go to war, I think the first thing I would think is reluctantly. That's the absolute last thing that you would want to do, is have a country go to war. Now, having said that, if there's another 9/11, and hopefully there won't be, hopefully we have learned from that. We have better systems today than we did back then. But if that happens, should we retaliate? Absolutely. We should retaliate as quickly as possible and as decisively as possible, but don't engross ourselves in a 10-year plus nation-building program. That's not our charter. So there you have it. My thoughts are, what do we want out of healthcare? I think we want an improved quality of care. Right? We don't want any action that decreases the quality of care. We hopefully will improve with technology, with better systems, better practices. And I think we want a healthcare system that's affordable. We want a healthcare system that doesn't have year after year double-digit increases. Everybody knows how expensive it is, particularly if I don't say if you're unemployed, but if you're providing your own health care. It's expensive for companies to provide, it's expensive for you to provide it. Clearly we have a system that at some point is not going to be working. We want those things. So the question is, does the Patient Affordability Act that was passed last year, 2 years ago, does that solve either of those things? It does not appear to me that it does. When you look at a cost perspective, the Congressional Budget Office, which is a nonpartisan office, and not Republican, not Democrat, has estimated the cost of that health care legislation at $1 trillion over the next 10 years. That's $1 trillion we can't afford. I think we've had that conversation tonight. And that's $1 trillion more expensive our health care system is going to be. So that doesn't meet the objective of trying to make it more affordable for people. And as I talk to physicians, again, as part of my program, and I meet with hospital executives and so forth, they tell me it's going to increase their costs, and they're concerned it's going to decrease the quality of care. So it doesn't appear to me that that is heading us in the right direction. Having said that, though, repealing it is not just the answer, because our system has problems. There's tremendous room for improvement, and we do need to come up with a better solution. But unfortunately, this isn't it. Thank you.